We talking about part two, and I'm getting back on here, and those things what we had to do. Um, but I want people to know something and those. But I'm not out to balance need to be given, guys. The mayor need to be stepped down. City hall and the members need to step down. Balance need to be given. Judge Kennedy need to be arrested. The prosecutors need to be arrested. Balance need for racial attack and racial lies. They know balance need to be given. Judge Kennedy need to be arrested with the prosecutors. Now that guy don't got nothing to do with the guy that came and saw me. He got nothing to do with the lying behavior. Let me tell you, I carried out that because you was gonna lose. A man, let me tell you, I came from Atlanta, get my kid, and the guy said you gonna sue us, right? Well, I tell you, cause you're a liar. You gonna hit somebody because they're the truth. So, so the mayor's job is at risk, and it has been touched. This is Social Security matter for number one. For number two, watch your behavior, man. I'm not out to deal with it when I got out the issue. I'm willing to leave y'all petty behavior in hip hop and all of y'all alone that attack that man go. I told Capitol Hill, and that's me. Let me tell you, I've been watching Capitol Hill. And they talk about, but you don't want to talk about the discipline. We are going to decide what's going to happen out of your workers. And out of, look, we're going to decide. They argue with me in the call center. Oh, I can't decide. She called a little fit at the car. And the lady talking about sue us as you want, right? Sue us if you want. All right. You saying sue us if you want, right? That's what you're saying, right? All right. I carried that threat. Taunting me. One of the guys was taunting me, making a mock of me. People need to stop hanging up in our faces. And that's the definition. Every time they don't want to listen, we have to speak to a manager, they hang up. Yes, I would. And those are the things that we have to understand. They hang up. I'm gonna tell you, and bam. But let me tell you something. We're not out to play this game with this third party, Big Tuck, and the rest of them, and Dallas and the rest of these motherfuckers. Stay out of my business. Don't pocket watch me, nigga. And I make this very clear. Don't pocket watch me. You in my business and you selfish. Nobody, I told y'all, thank y'all for coming to hear me. And that lady that laughed, I'm gonna sue her for another 30 million. While you listening to Dallas lies and boosting them lies, this is not gonna be another BG situation. It is not gonna be where he get out early because of Boosie lie and they trying to do it again. These niggas trying to do it again and get their own by. No. You can stop that right now. And I make that very clear. You lying little niggas doing it again. You doing it. That was a one-time thing behind boosting them lies. No, nigga. BG got out of early because I asked Joe Biden for a favor and people and Senator Harris. No, no, we're not gonna compromise with more liars and deception. That's not what we're gonna do. That was a one-time thing. We are not going to compromise with you anymore. And they steady lying. And these niggas walking around. No. No. I said no, 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 no. And Boosie laughing with his little lies. I said, you better laugh it up, man. You better laugh it up. Keep laughing it up, partner. Keep laughing it up with the rest of y'all. Keep laughing it up, partner. You get what you in. I'm happy BG got out, but lying about it. Keep laughing it up. Keep laughing it up. Keep laughing it up. When you terrorized to get it, and you called out names to get it. I want him to keep laughing it up, God said. When you terrorize and antagonize to get it. I want him to keep acting up. Y'all always a part of it. I want you to keep laughing it up, man. Keep smiling and doing what you do. I want you to keep laughing it up. And every time you laugh, I told you I was gonna sue you for laughing in front of juvenile with those lies. I told you I was gonna get the Justice Department, right? Antagonizing while lying, right? You know what you got that letter from? For messing with a social security issue. I don't care at the end of the day. You know what? Because I'm about to approach every challenge and get better. We're about to go to school. We're about to approach every challenge. And we're about to get better while we approach it. I'm looking forward. But things are not, I'm not in the right space and I got to get out of this situation. I need gates and I feel uncomfortable. And this is not how this is going to go. You don't even got enough damn police, whatever that is. And I'm not scared, for number one. For number two, I got a mission to attack. And I have to stay safeguard safe to attack that mission with Social Security. And I'm not out to let nobody get in my way with that. But that don't mean you buy a house and do all of these things with that. So let me tell you something. Jim Jones got some. But don't worry about it at the end of the day. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna question everything. I forgive. I'm really to let go and forgive everybody involvement in this situation that put me through a little hell. Motivate and oh, trust me, I know more. I know yes. So I'm really gonna we're gonna move past this little thing, the behavior that everybody did. We're gonna move past it. And you caused me a lot of problems. And yeah, well, you scream too much. Yes, yes. After foul play, you really, Jim Jones, right? Huh? All right, but I don't blame them for it. Hey, I'm ready to move on. Hey, I got too much to do in life, and God said the more you need to grow with it. You need to understand it. I'm gonna tell you, I love someone very much, and it took me 3 years to even let my baby mama know something about it. But you know when your heart is aching, you can't hardly get up out of bed, and that's how she made me feel. My heart is aching, and it drips. Love will make you drip in a minute, but you have to tell God, God, keep me. I know we can't be together right now, but lift me up, keep me going. Where we love somebody so much and we want to be with them, but the point of views and the jealousy. You know, I told people one thing I hate making her cry, and I want to kiss every tear. When I was dealing with Sabina, I wanted to kiss every tear, and I am. And no, I'm not gonna let that tear. But the family and the friends, and oh, I don't like the way you and Sabina act towards each other, and jealousy and stuff like that. And when I saw that tear, and that's something I have to live with. That's something I have to understand. The person I hurt, I have to deal with it, and that's God said that pain can't that pain cannot be taken away. That's somebody you love, and you hurt them. So I didn't mean to. It was never was my intention, and I have to move forward with those things in life. And God said He gave me something. It'll be okay. He gave it to me. It'll be okay. He told, hey, it'll be okay. But you put your hand on your thing. You tell God, I can't. God, I miss it, and I can't hardly get out of bed. My heart tripping. It's aching when you. But you have to talk to God to understand it, to keep you going. But women don't understand. Like, you 14 and 15 years old, and you working at doing the Newman Smith. You just a woman. But that other female friend, they trying to get him out. Your other female friend trying to get to me. And I had to deal with that at 14, 15 years old. I had to deal with that at 14 and 15 years old. I had to deal with that at 14 and 15 years old. So those are the things with that. But when you really talk to God and you ask your spirit, when your spirit is tripping and you love someone so much, but you have to understand the meaning of those things. And I think about it every day. I dream about it. It's in my conscience, but we have to move forward with it, right? But I hate when people say, I don't like the way you act. The mirror used to talk. Oh, I don't like the way y'all act towards each other. And when that happened, you think about that. And I watched the tears drip down on the keyboard. And I wanted to kiss up them tears right there. And I got mad at it. It hurted me at the end. It really, because you don't hurt nobody you love, and you have to understand those things. It hurted me at the end. So I just wanted to tell her, you know, I, when I left Maria's house and assisting them, I'm hurting too. And people getting on my case and about the situation and asking me where I'm at. And Mirza, we had an argument about the situation, and we argued about those things before the Facebook situation got on. And the girl messaged about Dallas and the people that do music with these women, with these Dallas women that interfere with our connection. And but I hate it to that point where it's not a moment that I pass by that I have to think about it. When I listen to the P Diddy said I needed, it was not like that in that situation. But with the jealousy, it was just the friends trying to get to my pockets, and she never see it like that. And I had to deal with that. And a woman don't act. They don't understand. Like, they will put another nigga in the way to blind you. And I had to deal with that. When you're a teenager, you got to understand. You're 14, 15 years old. You're going to work. You're hanging out with their friends. And you got to understand it. You're meeting them at Perry. And you got to understand where the conflict at. I'm buying you stuff. We going to the mall. You got a big necklace. That's conflict. And people don't understand it. But you're a woman, and you think you that, but you're a woman, but you can be tossed. And you're a woman that opening a lady, and you can be forgotten, and and those things, and people don't understand those things. Like, you just a woman with legs. You open your, and I'm not gonna keep putting out this stuff like with you when we teenagers and your mom. And we got into an argument because, and this all happened when Mirza was going to events, Cheyenne and all the rest of them. They going past the CDs out, and Mirza got robbed of it. Same people robbed him, and the Mexican gang, they robbed him. And I told him he was gonna get robbed, and he got robbed, man. I told him something was gonna happen. I told him what was not gonna happen. I actually told him what wasn't gonna happen. And you understand that goal of where we coming from, right? Thank you. Get Money Stop the Way, Hubert, F Baby, Lil Diamond. Go to Lil Diamond, Mirrors Catholic Woman 2-3. You're gonna find my songs. You're gonna see my video, Young Prophet Shout Out, Lil Diamond, Mirrors Catholic 1, 2, 3. I Wish I Hit a Wood. And you're gonna see all of those things, but that's not the concept of it. You're gonna see my video, but I had to deal with so much of the ex Charlie Boy and Rhino shot and go hard. And I had to come up with a song. God gonna have to bless you. God gonna have to bless you. You up. And Charlie Boy, Mirza was doing, and I said, we have to show Charlie Rhino. And I said, hold up, you say I didn't go hard. So we came up with the song. We like, oh, you know, not do that. The reason why we came up with the song, Lil Romeo from my city, but I never seen him. His dad was there, but we never seen him, and that can be the bigger effect why we came up from the song, and not to to put it on there on Wish I Hit a Wood, Lil Diamond, and that's the reason because Master P. But Lil Romeo was under his mom though. His mom kept him pretty good the way that was where he wasn't out there in the streets. And you gotta thank his mom and having a great mom and a dad that did not have that and Lil Romeo had the discipline. I think Lil Romeo, y'all should want to be him because he had a house at 14 and he stayed right down the street. And y'all should look at his success. And he stayed right. His dad owned all of them houses, but his dad let him drive and have his own house. So Romeo is a big role model where you and I'm not when I went to Fantasy Williams and had this girl, Nisha, whatever her name is, she's on my school bus with Dominique and Utoka, and all the rest of them, other people. And she used to love Lil Romeo and say, Hubert, I love Lil Romeo. And she used to give me kisses. Me and Utoka in New Orleans, we used to be the best of friends. Whenever she talked to somebody, she had me on three-way. If it was on a hotline, if it was talking to a person that she liked on, and Utoka, her name was Utoka with Dominique, and her sister, twin sister named Dominique, she got twins. And they both had on glasses. Dominique was one of my girlfriends that I had in New Orleans. And it's so mad because I had a friend named Steve Dexter, other people, other two twins in New Orleans, and I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of people when we left New Orleans. So a lot of people got lost. I was still able when Darlene, one of the girls that I dated in my class, she walked a little crooked, but she was cool as hell. But Darlene stayed over there with Bay, and I used to go over there with Plucky and them. Oh man, Plucky. Oh man, everybody used to get on my ass. Hubert, your ass crazy. You act like a damn wrestler. And I get on Cold Drink and say, Hubert, your ass crazy. When BG used to get on the fire extinguisher, and we playing on a fire extinguisher, and BG cousin family member said, I'm going to the studio. I need you to stay your bad ass out of trouble. I was like, hold up, really? And I saw BG with the green motion. We was on the news around that same time. I had on a blue shirt and New Orleans East was on the news. I forgot what day was in, but I was on the news around that time, back before it hit the 2000s, and we was on the news. And I went on TV in my apartment, and I saw my face on the news, right in my apartment, with Darlene and Plug, and we saw us on. We was on the news. This was before it hit the 2000, 1999, 19, and all the rest of those things, and bam, bam, bam. and we was on the news the same time, around the same time. You used to watch Lil Wayne sit on the porch. My nanny and them rap. My nanny rap. And Lil Wayne used to sit on the porch with T Streets. We used to hang with this girl, and she used to hang up, and she messed with T Streets. But we used to, when a woman can hold you down, and she used to, we used to be at the apartment over here chilling with her, and used to give us food. We used to just chill. This man T Street had this. They had a girl in the apartment, the squad and them, Ray, and we used to be cool. And like after I got stabbed, I remember I was being in New Orleans news. I was in the New Orleans courtroom, and I know that the girl was sorry. I know, but her brother and her mama came and checked up on me. Came and really checked up on me. And he's always coming in East apartment with some Reeboks and all of. He got a plate out of this world with X's on it, and she was really sorry. And I saw her spirit, and God gave me. God said He gave me that memory of being in that New Orleans courtroom when I got stabbed, and I had to explain my side of the story. And and shout out to her mom and her brother, and I hope they doing well. Um, this is the I didn't know how to after that happened and we went to court. I didn't know how to swim, so my friends in the East apartment taught me how to swim, and he said, Huber, I'm gonna teach you how to swim. He took me from a little. Ever since then, I know how to swim now. Like and know how to swim in the East apartment. I know how to like ever since he taught me how to swim. It was the most important thing. Like where things was, Me and some friends, we broke into the vending machine where Lil Wayne and T Streets at, and we all had the apartment. We shared it, and everybody got under the balcony, and we everybody just came. We all want to stay, but everybody got to come get this chip. Everybody got to come and get this. We gonna everybody. It's for everybody, but we all got to this. And we did it. We did it 2 times. We were like, nah. And then we about to pull. Then they found a way for where you couldn't burger, and it was like, damn. But no, um, Gutter and them let them come up to the apartment, but they didn't let. They gave them their cell phone. They gave them their cell phone, and I was too much of a bad. I was too much of a bad. And Victor and Vincent used to get on. They got caught on Canal Street with Lil Wayne, and I asked their mama like, "What the heck going on? Where they at?" Because they let us have basketball courts. They let us have basketball goals. So if Victor and Vincent couldn't take their goal out, it's other people in the apartment will bring their goal out. And that would kept us out of trouble, and Squad and them would play, my brother and them would play with them. My brother Dominic heard himself playing with Victor and Vincent and Squad up and them. And he heard himself playing with them. Yeah, my oldest brother heard himself on his own. Perpetree was at my local office. He's from New Orleans. And he actually, when I was with my little nephew, Peppertree, with the LP, I said, "He would I hang out with you? He's like a brother, man." Like, I was so mad when I was a kid. Like, my brother used to go to Teen Summit. Teen Summit is the biggest event. And when Peppertree and Cornell and all the rest of them used to go, I could never go because I wasn't old enough. I was so mad because if you're gonna talk about Teen Summit, everybody there. It's the biggest event in New Orleans. But my nana said, "Oh, you're not old enough." I said, "What the hell going on?" I'm like, I used to be mad because everybody is coming for the event. It's bigger than the clubs. It's bigger than anybody. You have every star and everybody coming in there just doing it. And I got mad, man. I'm like, damn, they get to go and they going things. My nanny don't want to let me down. Go. She buy tickets for them. And oh, you're not old enough, Hubert. I like, all right. She telling me I'm not old enough to go to a damn concert. And my brother's in high school. He's going to LBL Landry, Cornell, and Mooney. Shout out to Mooney. I got Cornell still. I shout out to Jamaica in New Orleans. Mooney threw the brick at me in a thing. We had a disagreement, and she was in a bounce video, but and she threw the brick. I had to get stitches. That's why I had to get stitches. A brick got thrown at me in a window in a class. That's Cornell, and she was in a New Orleans bounce video. I wanted to tell my brother and tell Cornell. We got my brother and my nanny got them on there, and I wanted to tell Cornell. I see Mooney in there because he got a baby by her. And I see Mooney. I got Cornell on my other Facebook, and I might have to tell him I see Mooney. That's his baby mama. And he got kids by him. And I was like, I see Mooney on a video of a New Orleans bounce video, and I got a brick thrown at my face at that time. A brick thrown at my mouth, and Mooney threw the brick on Lakeland Drive right in through the window, and I had to go get stitches. This is a true story in New Orleans. I remember my friend Skittles got shot. We was playing the Madden 2004. He always, Michael Vick is the fastest in the NFL. He's the fastest. He's running like a 95. You can't let Michael Vick be in the heat of you. And I think Michael Vick need to be teaching some of these young quarterbacks the running the pocket and that leadership that he have. He need to teach him. And I think Michael Vick, I was so mad that Mike didn't, they just gave up. They should have, that was a dog attack. They should have just gave him a fine. They wanted to really ruin his career. And I think it was not murder. And I think that wasn't right, man. You should have gave him community service and do a fine. And I think you really wanted to ruin his career. And that's not right. And I don't think that's right when you plan with that situation. And I was so mad that Michael Vick didn't go back to the Falcons. And I'm so happy that the Eagles gave him that chance. Because I'm so happy. But Michael Vick is on the cover. You smiling. There's nothing to smile about because that's up to something with the Dallas line behavior. And those things. But I remember with Michael Vick, me and my friend, he got mad because I'm always playing with Michael Vick. And on the 2004 cover, and then we played on he played with Michael Vick, and he beat me. And he's going around, I'm going across the street to play football after he wants to say, Hubert, I got to go meet your brother around the corner. And I got to go meet your brother. I'm going across the street on Lakeland to play football. And as soon as I go, I'm trying to go across the street, and Skittles go bang, bang, bang. I said, what the fuck going on? And I'm like, hold up for a second. Bang, 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 bang. We just got off of Madden. And I didn't want his kid to see that. I hated seeing him in that memory is stuck to me when you see your friend in there, and only memory you have in there is seeing them bang, bang, bang. And I'm going across the street, and I'm like, hold up. I'm going to play football with the girls across the street and the guys, because they got girls that play football in New Orleans East, and we always play football with each other. And we always play football with each other. So I'm going across the street in the east on Lakeland Drive because we got a store down the street. I had a dream about going back to my city, and it's all rebuilt. It's different, but the same school. It's all rebuilt. It was amazing. My last visit was there in 2011, 2010, and I was in the east by Livingston. And my grandma had a house in there, and kids was just staring at me. And that was the last time I was there. And they were staring at me. I said, I'm from here too, you hear me? That was my dad was in that was my old stomping grounds. I'm from there too. So that was the last time my dad said it got worse. Then I'm like, hold up, man, it's a little worse, but no, you gotta be a familiar. You gotta be remembered. Even if you be remembered, it's always something going on. So that was that bang, 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 and I was like, what the fuck? And I'm in the apartments already, and I'm halfway in the apartment, and they're like bang, 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 and I'm like, oh my fucking god, oh my god. I was like, man, I was like, I felt, I was like, that last memory I got of him, us playing on the Michael Vick cover, playing. That was my last memory, sitting in my house, and they asked if I needed to go to counseling, but I don't think nothing can help. Whatever what I saw, we saw blood coming out of his mouth. Nothing can actually help that. When you watch somebody, and I ran over there, and nothing can help those things if you understand it, right? And that's the things what you go through as a kid. So I had to go through something, but God told me something about forgiveness. He reminded me of something in New Orleans when I was on that thing and I was telling my side of the story when I got stabbed when I was on those things. He told me when you saw her spirit, that what forgiveness feel like. And she young, we was young, we kids, we all kids. And her mom, when she was a kid, I was a kid, and we all kids. And I seen her face. I seen that, and and some people take it too far, you know. But I seen that. I seen that face on her, and God said, "I want you to remember that because I'm gonna help you get through this. I'm gonna help you get through whatever you need to get through." So I had to deal with a lot of stuff, and my relationship with Sabina, they know, and I got and those things was causing me a lot of problems, like people pocket watching and doing all those things and like trying to get close to you're a woman that just got a thing between your legs. You ain't you I'm the threat and I'm the one they trying to get to while you are so busy with being in your I didn't pay attention to it at the end of the day because I know what I am dealing with Sabina and dealing with them. So I know I have to keep moving on. And not that I don't care, but I know I had to keep moving on and keep pushing forward because a boss, a boss at 14 and 15 years old, we have to understand each other. How can we keep moving? Plus, I had other teachers that was also on my kids because I couldn't let them interrupt the plans of what other people had, and that interfered with it. So I couldn't do that because I was actually going to school in the summertime, and people didn't know that. Like I'm actually helping out, me and Mr. Charlie, doing stuff like that, this, doing those type of things, and I'm helping out and bringing, and people don't know that. They even allow us to bring our games in school and just play a movie when we didn't have a DVD player or something. Miss Chastity and them allowed us to bring our game in. I think, and yeah, long as it's not no shoe. Hey, in a classroom, stop spending your time in the classroom all the time in the cafeteria. And let them. As long as it's not no shoe game, they should be able to play basketball, football, or soccer and something, and let it be more creative on free time. And that's the most creative. That was the most the beautiful thing about, then I did it at Mary Grimes, and I did it at the Calton Elementary. Brought my game there, and we played and had fun with Miss Dolores. Miss Dolores, I brought my game over there. I brought my game. There's two schools over there. There's two sections of schools over there. So I just remember going in the gym. They got me. You know, the thing with Mirza, his sister daughter was very scared of, like, oh man, I seen Joe Biden, and before me and Mirza got into an argument, and she wanna run me. I said, hold up. I seen how the kid was acting with Joe Biden. I had to go through that same thing when they every time I get she turned her head, she cried. And Mirza, and I seen it with Joe Biden, and brought memories back every time I try to pick up and get close to pick up Mirza's sister daughter, and she started crying, and she screamed. I said, "Hold up, she's really, what is going on? I cannot get close to her." And Mirza's sister used to always, and when we started back hanging out, and before we got back in there, you was scared at me at first, and you want to run with me. I said, hold up, you done got big on me, and now you was scared of me every time Mirza and all the rest of them, you was scared of me, and I was like, hold up. I was like, now you want to run? I said, hold up, I can't believe it. I was like, I can't believe it. I was telling y'all like, oh man, I met so many people in Bosnia on the other apps, and my cousin he's married to somebody in Bosnia, and it's like down back. He's married, and I had to really understand him and talk to him about, but and he got a good understanding. But I talked to another person from Bosnia, and this girl was cool as hell, and she showed me some stuff, and but she had it. We connected, man. We connected on a different level, and this was in 2019, and she from Bosnia in the streets and stuff. I had to understand my cousin. My cousin had to tell me like, Hubert, I understand what you're going through and this and that. When that, so if I can talk to another person from Bosnia and you way in another country and shout English is kind of good, and I'm like, oh, hold up. And then I talked to another kid from Bosnia on here on my app, and I'm like, hold up, I know what you're speaking because Sabina, I'm gonna tell you about a story with Rick and Marissa, and we in the studio, and Demir and Zach and everybody, and Mirza said something in Bosnian, and Rick said, "What you just said to me," and Mirza said, "I'm sorry." He didn't think Mirza was gonna catch. Rick was gonna catch on, and like it was so much funny. And me, Zach, and we laughed at it. Like he said, "What you just said?" But don't say that to me. And Mirza and Rick always talk about that song that Mirza made. I said, "It's a song, man. Come on, it's a song. It's a song." He get mad at it, at the song that he make. I said, "It's a song, man. It's a song. Don't take it. I don't take it the wrong. Don't take it the wrong way." And I was like, hold up for a second. And also what cracked us up, we recording in the house because we cooking, we ain't out on the streets, we cooking, we having fun, we're watching movies, we enjoying each other. And Rick come and he got Mick Demir sitting on the, hey, he said, don't be staring at my ass. You got holes like on that Friday. That shit in the back of your ass. Hold up. I said, it's hard for me and Demir to not laughing. You recording and we seeing the holes in the back of your ass with your boxes. You look like somebody beat you in the back of your ass. Me and Demir, Me and Demir sitting on the sofa, and we like, it's hard for us. We watching you record when you got holes in the back of your ass, in the back of your boxes. And I'm like, Ricky, I'm like, it's hard for me and Demir to sit on the bed. And I'm glad people got to some of my creativity because I've been wanting to get that out because I always watch Demir play Assassin's Creed and play a lot of stuff. And I always had the vision on here, go to Get Money Style Away. And I always had that vision. But I was so much focusing on us making it. And we had that vision. And I always wanted to show people that different side of my creativity. So, Likey and y'all, and Get Money Style Away, TikTok at Hubert HUBLT31. All right, I'm gonna quiet down, Mom. I'm gonna quiet down. I'm gonna quiet down. Stop banging. Oh man, this shit I was gonna quiet down. I just told her I thought that was mine. You saw my new bed? It's a bed, man. It's not a couch. I can bump and grind on this couch. It's not no couch. I can bump and grind on this bed, man. You better leave me alone. Hello, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for that interruption. I'm sorry for saying. Yeah, they making me do too much, man. I'm sorry to the people. I'm sorry about that. But let's get into back into the situation. Um, those things were understandable, and those things. But I deal with a lot of crazy stuff, guys. I deal with a lot of crazy stuff. So we talked about we laughing at Ricky and the whole like on next Friday, that shit in the back of your ass. Put some damn newspaper on there. And we were like, hold up for a second. Every time I watch next Friday, it brings me back to that moment with me, Demir, and them. And it brings us back to our moment in Demir and us, and it brings us back to our moment. And I can't that's every time I watch next Friday, and I can't help but understanding when me and Mirrors don't be looking at the back. I say, hold up, but he said something, and I say, man, it's hard, man. We trying to watch you record. While we get done, and your ass got a hole in the back of your damn boxes. But when we was in the studio, we cooked, we did stuff, we ate, we would sit up in the morning, ate together. We did all of those things that we did together. And I was so damn mad at those point of views. I was mad as hell. I was like, hold up. I was mad, and Mirza and Sabina got me on some stuff from food. But I was the meatballs and the biscuits, right? You put the ketchup on it. I said, Mirza, all right, you got me on some new stuff, okay? But I ain't never put ketchup on my meatballs and biscuits, right? And they cooking with the ground meat, and I ain't never did. And I really wanted my family to meet them, but we never had the time to meet because my family, we would have to plan a day with my mom off, and I never got that time. I really wanted my family to meet Sabine and them, and Demir and them wanted them to meet, but my mom and them work two jobs, and she's always busy, or my stepdad, so it's kind of hard. We would have to plan, and Demir mom and dad works, and plus Demir dad works. We would have to plan it if that was really because they wanted to meet my family, and we didn't plan it. And say, hold up, I wanted to tell them why we don't work around the schedule. I can tell my mom and work around it. And I didn't get the chance to tell them like, yeah, I want my mom to come. But they wanted them to come, but my mama working two jobs, and my stepdad got two jobs, and my brother and them, my other brother. So I wanted them to meet him, but maybe with all of those things. So I can understand it was kind of hard for me and how that can look. I had to deal with her. Me and her wanted kids, and my thing it was we couldn't even be comfortable around their parents, even when we sat in the living room, because we wanted to be close to each other. I saw it in her spirit, and I saw the nervousness and the uncomfortable that we wanted to be, and I saw it. It's about me just seeing how uncomfortable that we wanted to, and those are the things that we had to deal with. So I had to understand that when I was dealing with that, but I didn't want to. Man, I tried to do everything to just keep like I said we wanted kids, we was gonna have kids, and I said trust me, we was gonna have something to shine and be together and do all that. But that don't mean you coming at me. My kid is taken care of without me. That's the problem. Pride. He draw for me anyway. But that's not the problem. Anybody that got my last name, that's not the problem. So I had to deal with those certain type of things where, eh, but me and they said it wasn't time yet, and we've been arguing since we was kids, okay? And this is nothing to do with Marissa or anything. This is between me and Sabina's mom and dad and her. It don't got nothing to do. Marissa trying to make it about him and Demir. No, this is between us. Before Demir was even thought of, it was me and Sabina and the mom and dad sat at the park. So this is nothing to do. And the way Marissa found out, we was at Newman Smith, and Sky started hating and started talking about you dating us. And Mirza found out. Mirza was the sitting. That's true. Mirza was right here. If he was in it, he'd actually tell you that, like literally. He would actually tell you that's how he found out. And Mirza didn't really pay no attention. You gotta understand, Mirza be in his own world sometimes. He be in his own world when he go in school. He get off that school bus. He would sit at. You gotta understand, Mirza. He be in his own world. He sit there and he be in his own world. This and and he be in his own world. And you gotta understand him sometimes. That's who he is. He would just sit there and do his own thing. And that's Mirza. But it was me and Marissa at a point where now I told Ricky. Ricky came later on, and Mirza used to charge him for it. And Mirza came later on, and Rick came later on in the situation. This the same the way they met Mills. Rick and them and Hayes and them wouldn't have met Mills if it wouldn't be for me. Ricky's sister, another woman. I'm gonna tell you how Mills died. Rest in peace to Mills. Me and Miss Jane worked at Hall. I would go with Miss Jane. I would clean houses with her. I would eat dinner with Miss Jane, mom and dad, and like family. Miss Jane, mama got a big house. I hope she's still living, and I hope she's still living and still. Me and Miss, I had to get on my manager, Miss Melanie. She said something smart in the elevator to me once. I wanted to tell her something, but you can't tell your regional manager at U-Haul that she had the nerve to say it wasn't bad, guys. It wasn't bad what Miss Melanie said, but she said something sarcastic. Oh, I was thinking in my head. No, she didn't. No, she didn't say it in the elevator. She had something smart to say about me. I was like, all right, it wasn't bad. But if you sitting on the phone, she was my mentor regional U-Haul. And I can't believe it's me and you in that elevator, and you had something to say. I said, all right, man. I laughed at it, and she been sarcastic. I said, she didn't just say something sarcastic. It has something smart to say. Like, really? I, you my manager, and you can put me in my place. So you my regional manager, and you can put me in my place. So I tried not to. It wasn't bad for me to say nothing bad to go off on her, cuss her out, Miss Melanie at U-Haul. It wasn't bad in Addison, but she was being sarcastic with it. I don't want to. I remember when she was being sarcastic with it. I said, I can't believe. I see Miss Melanie. I see. I was like, I see. I see. I thought to myself, I see you. I see you. That's what the thing was. And she come in Walmart. Look, I said, Miss Melanie, say, hey, you never had a problem saying hey to me first. You and Cedric coming in there. Say hey to me. Hold up. So those are the things we have to understand. Like, I can't believe she said some shit. But no, man, I done caught some of my female manager. Caught some sense. No, like, a department manager ain't nothing. But when you got an assistant manager say some smart shit, female manager, yeah, man, I'm not out there. I'm on an interview, man. I'm on an interview, man. Man, I'm doing an interview. Instead of knocking on the door. Um, those are the things with that situation. I'm interviewed, but I'm on broadcast. I don't want to keep because they gonna knock my mind off and do those things. So I have to understand. But no, the efforts around here. I like. I would like Melly. I would like Melly. You got some balls. You got some puss. Yeah, you can have some.
Where's the cheese at?
I don't got the cheese. I got the Vienna sausage. Nah, no. I say, Miss Melly. Oh, you lucky. I don't want you to put me in my office and put you in your office and write me up and give me a bad notice letter. So I said I had to watch my words. I had to watch my words with her. Because that green shirt means something. That green shirt and that gray shirt means something. I said, hold up. Let me watch my words with them. Let me watch my words with them. So, hey, how you doing? Yeah, they like the call center say, watch my mouth, right? What you gonna do? You put me in there, but you gonna give me a spanky? And now, what you gonna do? I was hoping they were gonna be a spanking. Put me over their desk at the call center. What you gonna do when you tell me, why am I, you gonna put me on your desk and give me a spank? I said, I was thinking of that. I like, what you gonna do, call center? All right, you lock me up. What you gonna do? I see you behaving when you don't want to listen to nobody and you want to hang up in people's face. I was like, hold up. What you gonna do? You gonna put me and give me a spanking? You was I was really thinking that. I said, what you gonna do? Talking about watch my mouth. I was really thinking I was really thinking that at the time when I was calling the call center. What you gonna do? You gonna put me on your desk and give me a spanking? Now I got whipped by a drumstick before. What you gonna do? Hey, I was in the band. Hey, what you gonna do? I was in the band. What you gonna do? I wanted to know what you mean. Watch my mouth. What you gonna do me to watch my mouth? Come on, Carson. What you gonna do me when you don't want to listen? I, I really don't want to know what she mean by that. That means you got action behind that. Your action, what you did, but yeah, like what you gonna do? Give me a spank? I'm laughing at it. You know, you know. I look back at the Walmart situation, and when I say we can do what we want, imagine if they make a movie about the phone call. You see the Eminem call, and I look back at it, me and them arguing, and I look back at it. We could imagine me seeing um the corporate office on the phone. Imagine, imagine we making a movie and having fun in the audience behind it. I was like, I was thinking to myself because I took drama, and I was thinking to myself, what if I would actually make a movie? You would watch the movie where Eminem called the car wash and kept calling. What if this would be a Walmart? Oh man. This we can actually make a movie about this. Me and the CEOs. Actually, me and Doug McMillan. This movie will make a lot of money if I would happen. It will make a lot of money. You'll know how Doug McMillan and the other CEO. I look back at it. This will actually be like a literally a movie. I think everybody involvement in the CEO Walmart. I think everybody will make big money off this movie. If we as a hey, I can't even imagine we can do we. All right, I think of it and what if she was in front of me and her body and she had body motions and I was like, hold up, you all right, small hitch. On I lost it on my Amazon. I thought I put it on my Hamilton. When they say they average, you childish. You make fun of my people, I make fun of your people. You childish, blah 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 blah. And, it got one of the singers off there and he had the ringtone. Man, you make fun of my people, I make fun of your people. I'm having and they're a religion, and the movie is so great, man. The movie is so great because how the movie started. Man, I can go on hours. But the reason why they got the day they ended up on the plane, he found out his dad was dying. He thought he was dying. The movie, but he wasn't dying, and he had a chest indigestion. But the movement when the little kid, how the little kids was looking in the movie, and he said, "What your kids gonna be look like? What you gonna do?" And they started rolling their eyes. Oh man, how y'all doing? Man, I was like, hold up for a second. You make fun of my people, I make fun of your people. I mean, everybody started, and it started to calm down when everybody started to see something in the movie. But after she found out that her boyfriend, at the beginning of the movie, found that her boyfriend was married, and they was at the airport, and the friend she getting ready. I'm gonna tell you, she's getting ready, and everything she's getting ready, and they trying to find her phone and everything, and they put the ring to her as a wedding, and she got mad. You know they're not gonna like. You know how he feel about marriage and doing things and all of that. And he said he started to scream outside in the car and blow the horn. He said, "Shove it." I forgot his name. Shove it back. He said something. I forgot his name. And they at the airport. Then the other dude, he meet this at the girl, and they meet at the hotel, and he trying to meet his parents. She thought they was into marriage. They was going to marry. Like she really thought that he was gonna marry when she saw the magazine, but it was just going to meet my parents. It wasn't marriage. It was just meeting my parents. And she was like, he took that and flew by herself. But he met this girl at the airport and this and that. They started to talk. The flight was gonna be delayed, and pretty, this pretty chick. They was gonna go to the hotel and like he said, you can't miss it. This is a wedding. This is a wedding. You can't miss it. And after that happened, the girl got off the thing. He trying to tie up the rope in the movie, and the dude come back and they find out who are you, and he found out he was married. They didn't tell me much about you. Do your wife know? Oh man. And and he said, why you didn't tell me? You won't date me if I would have told you. Boom. And man, he knocked his lights out. Oh man, he knocked his lights out in the movie, and boom, suck it, kick it off your bent. She go in the bathroom and tell the stewardess, and give him a pill. I usually take this when I'm high off of my thing, and take this. It was a good movie, but she started crying and things and started leaning, and he started hicking up and said, "I got a thing." But when they got on the plane, he started to drift off, and the dad started to tell her dad, "I want to see you before you get married," and things. And he told his daddy that he was married to her. I am not getting married. Oh, I'm not saying I want to get married either in the movie and all of that. And I said he told his dad to not make a big deal about it. And once they dropped down, everybody started showing up. I'm like, what the hell going on? But then, and they get out the bed. I'm not married. This is only to cool it off. But when they started to hang out and they started to act up and love and everything. And they wanted the movie. It was the great concept of the movie. The movie of the concept was very good. The concept of it was very good at the point. But when they started the wedding, everybody think he's proposed. You got no ring, and everybody still he getting married. He came in, and one of this girl he came and talked to, and he thought you married to the mom, and she was shocked. They're like my friend from Newman Smith. I played the basketball. He was shocked at Newman Smith. He had braids, and I told him I had a kid. He was like shocked because I've been about business and more. You married to him. So those things was understanding, like literally. The other thing in the movie that I liked about um, one in the house, they told them you can stay at the cabin. They was gonna stay at a hotel, and they stayed at the cabin. They stayed at the cabin, and they stayed there, and all of those things. And she drunk the milk before they can even get her to the cabinet. Man, oh man, and then they made him run. Oh man, he just made me run. Oh man, the ending. I can go through the whole movie when they told him when they were just friends. He was so attracted to everybody else, but it was a one night stand. And they told him we did, but they fell in love. They fell in love with that one night. No stranger. They say no stranger text, and they fell in love. He didn't want to do it, but they fell in love. So he fell in love, like literally fell in love. And those are the things in those for a man. And I'm like, hmm. I got the Justice Department Sky News in Yellow Bridge, Dallas, Texas, in this YouTube video. And and what that is. And after they ran, he was gonna choke at the beginning of the, so many parts. He was gonna I kicked the fuck out. He choking the dog, the baby right there. It's so many parts to the movie, and it's hard to give you to beginning to end. And I'm telling you, fuck her. And she looked at him in the movie. She did this in the movie to him, and did this. And there's so many parts to the movie that I liked it about it. And he took his hand out of it. They started running. He made me run. When your woman make you run, but he made me just walk a whole mile. But I think drinking the milk happened afterwards. I think before. I think I'm gonna have to watch the movie on Amazon, and I'm gonna have to watch the movie again on Amazon Prime. It was on Netflix, but I'm gonna have to find it on Amazon Prime again. But when they started to find out in the movie that they thought they was married, oh man, we can go from beginning to end. You know, they started to play tag, that bind with the price tags. And doing that, she mean talking to this other girl, and they started to play price tags with each other. They started to play price tag. Started to play price tag. And she started to grow that relationship, and she started to feel something for him, and all of those things. The way they just understood each other more, and man, 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 it was a more understanding. Yeah, hey, and oh man, there was so many things. That scene on that sofa, it was just the romance. He changed his mind. He said no. I don't want to I care about you too much, and it reminded me when I was on but he told him this, but that's two different situations. When I love is forbidden, and parents don't know how to. Those are the things that we can't understand, and we'll never understand those things. We adults, they adults, and we kids. It's something like that. But one thing, you know, one thing at the time, what I didn't want it, but I always dreamed of us when we wanted kids. And I sat on the sofa and kissed him and did all that, and we could have did something. I wanted to be the right time because I want us to have it all. That's what I wanted us to do, and I didn't want nothing to ruin that. And you have mistakes, and we don't know what we at, and all of those things. And that was the main concept why I wanted us to wait at that point in time. And her mama argued with me about it. If this could have been different, how can we understand? So, man, look, when you tell somebody you fought for something, your little brother and the mirror on your Facebook, and your little brother telling me to leave and walk away, what you want me to do? And she was in Bosnia, and he told me to leave, and I had it and leave, and she not down for you, and um, that can hurt, damage more the situation of what the mirror said of his actions. And mirrors trying to make me look bad, but that never happened. That'll never happen. I already know he was gonna get robbed. I already know. You making money, and I already know. So let's focus on the movie. Um, they started. I like the hotel scene, not disturbed. Banging up the wall, not disturbed. Oh man, they getting it in. But they actually fell in love with her. They fell in love, and she can't think about her. They fell in love with each other. They fell in love with each other, and the most thing they was giving the urge for the wedding. They was giving the urge for the wedding, and the most thing that she walked away. I can't marry you because I'm in love with you. I can't go through this, act it out because I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. She drove. She ran off. She got in that limousine, and they wanted to know why she left. But you got with the. That's all I can think about, that bread annoying girl. That annoying girl. I used to think, but that's all I could think about. But when they met at the hospital and everything, and they came together, and no, he didn't just prank her. Oh no, he didn't. Bitch, bring that tramp. Who you calling tramp? Oh man, watch it. Hold up, hold up. And she knocked his ass out. Hold up. Oh man, oh man. I said, damn, you gotta think of punching people. You love somebody, you're a woman gotta think of punching. Oh man, I was like, hold up. You gotta think when you love somebody, I'm like, no, now you care about my sister, fucker. Now you care, now you what you said that true? What you say about my? Hold up, man, hold up. I don't get why people, and I never get with the mirror. Why you want somebody to treat your cousin wrong? You know, and that's what I did. You see people with so many violence in relationship, and you will want somebody to treat them with tender and care. And then when you dating a cousin or their daughter, and that's what you expect out of them. And that's what you expect like the mirror. Like you want me to act some type of way towards to be mean towards Sabina, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to that and y'all too nice. I don't like the how y'all are acting towards each other. So I don't like all of those things where I have to this be in a compromising situation. But I couldn't deal with it. No, I'm gonna tell you, if love was in there, I wouldn't have stood by when I knew what was going on. That's love. When hoping one day she'll wake up. But I tell her we ain't waking up, we ain't waiting no more, we moving forward. But jealousy, that's why I can't have people. Jealousy is the main factor. So we have those things where we can compromise. Hey, Walmart, hey, have I ever seen what Desmond Miller talk about? Hold up. Let's plan this out and everything that's planning because it's oh man, it would be imagine everything. It would be something. It's too damn funny. And plus the mayor. Yes, yes, yes. It would be a funny role in it, man. It would be. So I took drama. I think when I was at Newman Smith, I could have did a role, but I was mad at the time I was mad because Miss Gulo can tell we didn't really put it together, and I know she told it, and she can tell because her mama, this girl mama, and I hate that we got to work with girls and the parents acting some type, and that's what I hated at Newman Smith. You're not letting us sit in there and work on our plate, but the moms are acting some type of way. I hated that, but we got to be on the backyard sitting, and we can't really have that spread out like we want to. And I think we could have did a better job at from the school. I think we could have presented that better. Steve, Demir friend Steve, and the one that hold me down, the Carrollton police came and watched the other person beat up on me. And Demir sit up there and watch. Me and him was partner in class with a guy because the Carrollton police came out there. Whatever that is. They came out there and I was like, and the Carrollton police said, it's not my anger. I feel like Soldier Slim and BG. Like, that's my dog, but I don't know you. I don't know you like that. How you, Alex, this dude, how are you going to get mad because what I'm doing for my friend Demir, mom and dad? How you going to get mad? He ain't doing nothing for me. Hold up for a second. And that's jealousy. And that's jealousy, like literally jealousy, man. How you going to get mad? How you going to get mad? I'm like, how you going to get mad because what I'm doing for Demir, they asking me for help. I can take my stimulus check and I can be like, here, friend, having it. I'm spending half the on it. And like, hold up for a second. But I always took care of me in that matter. I always took care of me in that matter. And your needs, you could help him out, but I was on a budget. I had to understand. I gotta get a haircut. I gotta go to Walmart. I'm working at Hugh. I gotta keep my hide. Right now, I'm gonna get a haircut right now. With this, I got my other cut the other month. I'm gonna get a cut again. But I had to understand. I always like put those things in a maneuver with those things where we had to understand what we going through in those platforms and those things. But I had to take care of my needs first. I gotta make sure cell phone. My mom not giving me money like that. I have to work with what I have in my pocket, and that's what you gotta understand. With the what if I'm working, I have to work with what I got, and that's just as simple as that. And when you multi-managing your money and you got your job money and you're multitasking it, you have that, and your mama not get. Even though I was known to Smith, she wasn't giving me like that. Even though I was 14, she hold that my disability, and and I had that check, but I had to be very wise on how I spend it. And we buy mics with it, or I get my brother to go to a store to buy him a cigarette. Go to the store and buy a cigarette, and get Marissa a cigarette because he's stressed out. And his dad didn't like him doing cigarettes, but at the time, Mirza's dad found out that he smoked cigarettes, and he said, "Okay." It was around that time, yeah. But we got a pawn shop right by Perry, and we go get mics. But I told Rick we will still be friends when we start letting other people get involved, and that complicated the friendship. When we let yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. Those things can never be understood. Let me tell you, a relationship, before I talk about this, because we're talking about everything with the Justice Department. Um, I had to realize an experience I had with somebody, and I dated this girl named Aranya, and we had candles. We did not have sex in the shower, but it was more me kissing her on her cheeks 5 times, kissing her on her lips 5 times, kissing her on her breast, kissing her on her stomach, kissing her between her legs, kissing her down there 5 times, and I hold her. And sometimes you would get on a man should get on her knees to kiss down there 5 times in the shower to understand, to appreciate her work, to appreciate a woman work. But one thing we had to understand, I had to do it around here. I had to show Ness put candles around the the bathroom, and we not having the light on the thing, and have candles around the bathroom. And we taking a shower and a dog, and those are the things you need to do. But I like hold up, and the worst thing I had to, my brother never older brother never keep his damn phone, and it used to get me in damn trouble. Like literally used to get me in trouble. Like literally used to get my ass in trouble. And him texting other people and using my phone. He can I use your phone? All right. You texting somebody and you getting my ass in trouble. Like literally, like you know your woman gonna go through your damn phone, go through my damn phone. Oh, he bound my phone. Hold up, like you messing up my damn composure right now. Like you get me more in damn trouble. You get me like literally. Like, and my brother need to get in his Facebook if he needs to message somebody. You get me in damn trouble, like literally in each relationship, like literally. Like literally, let me tell you why I told Marissa you needed to be with me because we can watch. I can watch out for the spirit because I told Raphael they got enemies out there, and me doing the research in the mall and doing all of that. We needed to watch out for each other while we was out there in events in Dallas and out there going to the events and interacting with the community in Dallas. I'm putting in my work, but I need to be with you. I can be your sight to watch out for the enemy. So that's why I wanted to come. You had the CDs, but I'm having your back and watching out because our enemy is in the crowd. They're gonna be there. So when you making money off your CD, that's why I wanted to hang. I wasn't trying to you pass out the CDs and you do all of that. But I needed to watch out for my team and watch out for the spirit. Yeah, you laughing, but it's the thing. I need to make sure my team, and I wish they would have understood that. Like I needed to watch out for my team and make sure my team was safe while they pass out the CDs. I wanted them to have my sight. That's what I wanted Raphael and Cheyenne and everybody to know. Like I want you to have my sight because the enemy out there, they're in competition and yellow breezing, and that's exactly what I said. So I had to deal with certain things like that, guys. I had to deal with those Monovial and so I had to understand that. But remember, you love your woman, and let me tell you, the most thing I had to get on to that I had to learn. My baby mama, she got mad at me because I didn't know how to put the scroll up. I said, hold up, I'm not a dad. We going to Irvin and these two kids in Plano. That when Jamie Foxx Sleepless came out, and these two teenager kids, and with me and my baby mama, they taken at the Irvin station the same time Sleeping with Jamie Foxx came out, and the same time that came out, and these two teenagers said, "Oh, cute." And I go in the mall this year. Last year we go in the mall in Irving Mall, and I passed by that movie, and I remember those teenager kids right there taking a picture of us right there, and that bring a memory. And we went singing Sleepless, and David had like popcorn all over the place. Kids, they don't have to always clean up after the adults, but the kids is the most thing they would have to clean up if you taking your kid. That's the most important thing if you taking your kids. I'm gonna tell you something. I had to understand this when I had my baby, and I had to understand this. Like I didn't want to get up out of my bed, but your thing is you must listen to what your baby mama say, because all you do is got to make 6 bottles. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I made 6 bottles. I kept the Pampers by my bed, and and I can go my ass back to sleep out you feed them. So unless she and like hold up, all your baby mama is asking you to do to make the bottles. It's a very crucial thing that you listen to your woman. You listen to her, and most people don't. And I had to realize, hold up, I'm new at this, and Shannon got the experience with her mom. So I had to be very understanding of what that means and how understanding and like and listen the way to hold a baby when you bathed them. We got the little babe thing, and I got the video. I had to show little Hugh when there and everything when we bathed him. So that's what it's very crucial that you listen to the woman because the woman got the more of experience. If you having a baby and you never been a father, but she already got a son, and we men gotta realize that when we never been a father and she have a son, don't get mad at your woman. You have to be able to listen. That it's not control. And I had to realize that with Shannon, like, and David was around David, and I had to realize that with Shannon, like, literally, I had to listen to her and do those things. in those formats to get the plan. But business, it was other things they were trying to business I had to take care of. But we're not talking about that. But as long as you make those bottles and you do it and keep the Pampers in the bag and the side of the bed, you know you're about to sleep. I get up in the morning, throw the bags away, and you always got to throw the bags away, do all of those things. And I would get up and do those things and understand those things. But a woman, we men that never had a kid before, and I think it's still much for me to learn about this. I watch my brothers now, but I think it's me. It's still much more to be learned, and I think I still me taking a baby class. I think it's still much more of what the thing is, because I watch my son. Oh, I don't want that on my hot dog. This and that, and it's been a while when you know your kid's sick and doing those things when he ain't feeling good, and I'm learning those things. So those are the things that we talk about and we have to understand those things.